I am Professor R.S. Pagar, HOD in Chemistry, JMD Arts, W Commerce and Science College, Shillong. My subject is the industrial chemistry. I always like to talk about the industrial chemistry, irrespective of the TYBSC students in their syllabus. What about the synthesis and application of the agrochemicals in different types of pesticide? Lastly, I discuss the introduction of the agrochemicals. And today I discuss about some types of the agrochemicals which is to be there given in your syllabus in University of Pune. So DDT is the dichloro diphenyl types of the you remember as pesticide. DDT is produced by the exothermic condensation of chloral with chlorobenzene in presence of sulphuric acid as a catalyst. You can take this chloral in the form of the chlorobenzene that is to be heated in the form of the sulphuric acid. So you have to obtain the DDT types by condensation reaction. Both the side that carbonyl groups is there, and this chlorobenzene with two molecules have to be reacted. It will be obtained in the remove the water molecules in the form of the DDT is to be formed. This is the synthetic methods. What are the properties of the DDT? It is a colorless, crystalline, tasteless. Solids are having melting point 109. It is a highly nature. It is nearly insoluble in water. It has good solubility in petrol line. This type of the exons are there. The pure isomers of the DDT is to be there, thermally stable. Its decomposition is start above 1 degree Celsius. So you got to consider DDT is to be not have to be in the form of the soil in long period of the time. It becomes this degradation is to be very slow because of their point is to be well as it is thermally it is stable in by Celsius, and yes, it is not decomposed to be immediately. What are the application of the DDT? DDT is used as an insecticide, fungicide and rodenticide in agriculture. The whole time that's supposed to be used and kills a wide range of the insect by both contact and ingestion. So you consider form of the any types of that insect which is in the contact, generally it gets the various toxic effects which is it is used for the control of malaria also. In all times you remember there is no any medicine in the form of the malaria, and that time generally the DDT pest stay on the sites which is to be there, and that have to be controlled. Is a malaria disease. It is a non-toxic to higher animals. You remember species in the animals. This is not get the any effect. Now second is the BSC, benzene hexachloride or the linden. The name is the linden. Exam also I am not given in BSC, but you ask in the lindens are there. What is synthesis? Yes, that may be asked in the 2 marks will be there. So this compound exists in number of stereoisomers. The gamma S compound was first prepared by Faraday in the 1825. The insecticidal value of BSC was not discovered until in 19. By the addition of chlorine to benzene under the influence of light without any catalyst. Out of 8 isomers, only gamma isomer has the insecticidal property, and it is extracted with toluene. While in cyclohexane or glycolic acid, the solvent extraction process, it has to be separated. Now you remember in the form of the benzene is to be treated by the chlorine in sunlight. The BSC powders is to be there. Very simple reaction. Preparation of the BSC powder is to be formed. What are the properties? Pure gamma isomers of BSC is also known as the linden. The almost white crystalline solid MP is the 110 degrees Celsius with the smell of resembling poison is there. Poison is very toxic. There you remember. So like this also have to be bad odor of the smell. It has no odor, bad smell. It has no odor and useless residue in food and act more rapidly than DDT is to be considered form of the compared to the DDT powder. It is generally more soluble in soils, you can say, and less residue have to be left in the form of this. When it is dissolved in soil, no any smell, no any odors, it is to be there. But before of that, some smell is there, some of the toxic like as a poison, you consider smell. So this way you consider by these are the some types of the property. What are the application of the BSC there? It is a fungicide formally used as a seed treatment control the fungal disease, and that is generally fungal disease, fungal growth. It has to be stopped because of the BSC. It is used as a pharmaceutical treatment for lice and scabies also. This is also the types of the this is very macro types of the organisms that's supposed to be growth takes place. It also stop control the various harmful insect, plant, pest and animal parasites also. This is also stops, you remember, and generally in the number of vegetables and plants, base powder is always to be sprayed. Also get the good effect are there, but some side effect is to be there. So some country, this also the ban, you remember in USA, this is the some of the side effects are there. This is the also like benzene hexachloride is also one of the chemical compound that also get the cancer like disease. You remember this is the like to discovered by the scientist in USA, and immediately it has to be banned. There is no permission by the production of this BSC in the foreign countries, you remember. And then third is the endosulfan. Endosulfan is produced by Diels and Alder reaction. Cyclopentanide, the cis between 1,4-diol and that is reacted with the in the form of the thionyl chloride. It is reagent, and you know that Diels-Alder reaction is very important by in the form of the double bonds. Consider hexachlorocyclopentadiene is there, created in the form of the butene. Then Diels-Alder is very simple reaction in the very slow, or the intensity of the light is very low. It also have to be get the reaction is to be there. After the cyclic compound is to be obtained, and after the cyclization, one of the isomer is there that get the endosulfan. It is the pesticide. It has to be obtained. What are the properties are there? Commercial product is to be brown crystalline form, 20 to 100 degrees Celsius. It is practically insoluble in water, soluble. Most organic solvents is stable, dilute acid, as well as some of the alkali. So it also have to be you consider to the get the hydrolysis takes place. What are the application of the endosulfan? It is used to control insect, pest, white flies, aphids, leaf hoppers, as well as there is a number of types of the insect. It has to be controlled from of the endosulfan. It is moderately toxic to honeybees and less toxic to bees. So generally endosulfan is very less toxic in the bees or honeybees also. That's supposed to be used, and as compared to the BSC, compared to the DDT, generally today most of the farmers they are using as endosulfan because it is you remember threats to human health and environment. A global ban on the manufacturing use of the endosulfan is also there because this is also the chlorinated pesticide. But the add compared to the DDT and the BSC, it is to be just as a for safety, but it is hazardous. And because of this is the chlorinated pesticide, it also banned. You remember, in India also generally there is a very less manufacturing. Endosulfan, China and few other countries that at a large scale production is to be there. So this you remember, this is the disease can be occur in the form of the different plants are there, their surface, there is a growth, fungal growths is to be formed. This is not controlled by any types of the natural methods, but when you are using by DDT, BSC or endosulfan, you are and you can also get the proper growths of that product of the agriculture is to be there. Hence, agrochemical is more important. And now, next time, I would like to explain about pesticide. Pesticide is another part is there that also related form of the pesticides you remember. So this way, these are the three types of the major pesticides included in your syllabus. And next of the time, as well as in the exams you remember that always to be asked any two is there. What are their synthesis and uses for 2 marks? 4 marks question is there. You have to solve any two, that is very important. Then also have to be then stepwise. First is the synthesis, second is the properties, and third is the uses of this type of the pesticide, how it is more dangerous and what are the side effects. So this way you like to be explained in answer is there. So next time we'll discuss about this biopesticides. What about the pesticide is there? We'll discuss on next of the lectures.